Good morning. My name is Rachel, and I am the Thrifty Crocheter. Be kind always. Yes. With that, 365 days of kindness, and you should be kind 365 days of the year. Today is May the 3rd. Model teacher. Show yourself in all respects to be a model of good works, and in your teaching, show integrity, dignity, and sound speech that cannot be condemned, so that an opponent may not put to shame, having nothing evil to say about us. Titus 2, 7 and 8. Do you remember the name of your favorite teacher? What was it about them that you liked? Perhaps they were really good at explaining things, or they took some time to help you when you were struggling. Maybe they were really kind to you and made you feel good about learning. These kinds of teachers are great role models. They help so many children understand what integrity, dignity, and kindness looks like. God has gifted teachers, but this comes with an incredible burden of responsibility. Pray for the teachers you know in your life. Pray for those who are burned out or for those who are training. Encourage them by being supportive and understanding of how hard their job is. Act of kindness. Say thank you to a teacher. We don't give teachers enough credit. We really don't, as parents anyway. You think about all the time and they put in for each of their lessons, especially when you're elementary and you have to teach multiple subjects, whereas, middle school and high school, they focus on one subject, but they have so many more students. And, they have to learn everything about each of their students, and it's a lot. And a lot of times, the stuff that they have in their room, the decor of their room, they're paying for out of their own pocket, not because the school can't or won't. And, you got to look at it through their eyes sometimes. And as parents, I think a lot of parents forget that. And it's like, not every kid is perfect. How they are at home is completely from what they are in a classroom, from what they are, this setting or that setting. And, the teachers do what they can. And then, of course, they got to have time off too. I mean, just like you do from your work, you take a vacation from your work too. Well, they take vacations too. They take and they have family emergencies just like you have family emergencies. Sometimes they can't be there. That's why they have substitutes. Because things happen. People get sick or they have family emergencies just like you do in your life. And the substitute, them poor substitutes. I mean, they're only filling in for a teacher. They're not teaching every day. They might not always get called to help fill in for a teacher. And they have to know the subject and subjects that they're teaching, and they're just like, here's the teacher's plans, go, without any warning, So they have it a lot rougher than the actual teachers. So just, please be kind to your teachers. And put yourself in their shoes every once in a while, just to get so you get a fresh perspective. That's all I want to say. Daily guideposts for grandmothers. May the 3rd. I came that they might have life and have it abundantly. John 10:10. Our dog Sterling loved nothing more than to go for a ride in the car. But one afternoon, when we stopped to run a quick errand in a neighboring town, she got loose, hightailed it down a busy street on the trail of another barking dog, and didn't find her way back. We were heartsick, but despite days of searching for her and the ads we placed in local newspapers, she was never found. Aww. Then one day, we got a telephone call. I think I may have your dog. Terrier poodle mix, gray, bark bigger than her bite. Yes, yes, yes. When I found her, she must have been in the wild for a while, the lady said, all tangled up with a mess of briars. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, but she's sitting pretty here on the sofa with the rest of my brood now. You can come and take a look. It was indeed Sterling, but not the Sterling that had flown out of our car that afternoon in a mad dash for freedom, lost her way. This Sterling had little pink bows in her hair. Her nails were painted a matching pink. She sat poised like a queen on the lady's best furniture, an esteemed member of the family. Days before, Sterling had been a common stray, but her kind benefactor had treated her to an appointment with the groomer and lavished her with love, the abundant life. Just as Jesus shows us when we lose our way. Some folks are so generous, Lord, that they point me back to you. Help me to bask in your abundant life and freely share it with others. Roberta Mesner. Yes. Yes, he does. He does help us find our way. We just got to look to him for the guidance. And the illustrated words of Jesus for women. Today is the 3rd. One step at a time. I have come into the world as a light, so that no one who believes in me should stay in darkness. John 12:46. And I added a little sticker in here that reads, "The Lord is my light and my salvation." Psalm 27. Do you sometimes wonder which way to turn? The path before you is unclear and you cry out to God for guidance. It's so hard to wait for direction, isn't it? But if you wait, it will come. It may be only one step in the darkness at a time, but God will illuminate your path. Jesus is light, and he promises that he will not leave you in darkness. Ask for guidance and wait for it to come. God has wisely kept us in the dark concerning future events and reserved for himself the knowledge of them, that he may train us up in a dependence upon himself and a continued readiness for every event. Matthew Henry. And I did color it. There's my little sticker. I am just having a lot of fun with reading. And we got some more stickers and colored in pictures coming up here real soon. Guess I like to do the mom thing and show it off, as you know. That's me. Those kind of went together today. That was cool. So I hope all of you are having a super Saturday and a very wonderful weekend. And all of you had... Oh, I keep forgetting. Can't forget this. This Swatch of yarn has been woven with prayers. As you hold this swatch in your hand, may you feel God's strength, love, and peace flow and know that he holds you in his hands. May God bless and comfort you in time of need and give you peace. Amen. Be kind always. Be kind 365 days of the year. It pays to be kind. It really does. Because if you're kind to somebody else, then they'll be kind to you. So please be kind to people. Y'all have a very, very wonderful day. Love y'all. Bye.